And events in the trial of disgraced former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich have taken another bizarre turn. Now, this morning, prosecutors played a wiretap on which Blago was heard discussing his hunt for somebody to fill Barack Obama's Senate seat. After concluding that he must select an African-American, he says, quote, Oprah, by the way, is not far-fetched. She's up there so high, well, no one can assail this pick. Well, Oprah probably would have done a better job than Roland Burris, but that's besides the point. And Blago isn't the only politician whose possible wrongdoing is being revealed on audio tape. Oregon police over the weekend released recorded testimony from the woman accusing Al Gore of sexual misconduct. Listen to this.
He began demanding that I go lower and massaging on the abdominal area. I was shocked, and I did not massage beyond what is considered a safe non-sexual area of the abdomen. He further insisted and acted angry, becoming verbally sharp and loud. I went into much deeper shock as I realized it appeared he was demanding sexual favors. I squirmed to try and get out of his grasp, telling him to stop, don't, several times, and I finally told him and said, "You're being a crazed sex poodle," hoping that he'd realize how weird he was being, yet he persisted.
Crazed sex poodle? Joining me with reaction are Fox News legal analyst Tamara Holder and Page 2 columnist for the Chicago Trib, John Kass. Guys, welcome back.
Hi.
All right, Tamara, before we get to the sex poodle, let me start with the Blago trial. I'm not so sure, this is my analysis of this, and you're there every day, so tell me if I'm wrong. I'm not so sure this ended well for the prosecution, and I'll tell you why. I mean, if they're talking about Oprah, they're not talking about selling a Senate seat. And he also mentioned, as I understand it, on tape, well, maybe I'll talk about Jesse Jackson Jr., and there's no pay-to-play there either, is there?
You are absolutely correct. I think the prosecution ended with John Harris in such a bad way. They didn't once bring up the fact that there was a conversation about campaign money, quid pro quo, anything of the sort with regard to Jesse Jackson Jr., with regard to Oprah, with regard to anyone. They basically said the governor and John Harris met with Jesse Jackson. They discussed his viability, and the governor said, you know, I didn't like him, but I'm going to pursue this opportunity because I think he is the best candidate. Not one time, Sean, did they talk about money, and this is how they ended with this witness. Now, I also want to bring up this whole Oprah thing. To the person on the outside looking in, it seems kind of funny and outlandish, but if you think about it, there was a poll that said that Oprah brought viability to Obama's campaign. So it's not really that crazy. She helped the guy. So Blagojevich isn't as crazy as we make him look.
Yeah. You know, John, one of the things that struck me in this case is that Obama had surrogates. The President of the United States had surrogates, union officials, others, apparently doing his bidding, Rahm Emanuel among them, you know, saying this is the list of acceptable people. The question that I am not sure has been answered here, though, is did President Obama know for sure that Blagojevich wanted something in exchange?
Well, that's why they call them buffers, like in The Godfather. You know, exchange where the mafia guy talks to the senator and says, "We have a lot of buffers, Senator." Now, this is Chicago politics, not the mafia, but I think Obama had people in between buffering for him, and I don't think Blagojevich did, and that's one of the big problems Blagojevich has.
All right, Tamara, let me go back to you. Cross started today laying the foundation that Harris knew all the advisors who came up, you know, were advisors and lawyers. Where are they going with this on Cross?
I think it's a really awesome idea. What they're doing is they are building up to all of these advisors, Stanford educated, Harvard educated, advisors to Obama, advisors to the Daley administration. All of these people have amazing credentials, amazing educations, and then they're going to then turn it around and say, you're somebody that the governor relied on. You are somebody that could have told him, this is illegal behavior. Everything that you're doing is illegal. We have not heard that once. Yeah. We have not heard anybody advise him of the sort. All right, so that's what they're going to do. They're going to flip it.
All right, it's going to be interesting to watch this. Blago may go free after all. It's going to be interesting to watch. Look,
he won't go free, Sean.
You don't think so?
No.
Why?
I think that the evidence, all the tapes, putting Blago in the middle of these schemes, I think, will fit into what people from Illinois, and that's the jury is from Illinois, understand to be the corrupt politics of this state.
You're probably
and
right.
I think that
yeah, no.
I think I mean, they know what it is. They hear about it. They read about
it. Say that. Why would you say something like that when we're just in the beginning of a trial and we only have 4 witnesses in? That's really a premature comment.
It may be premature, but I've been calling him dead meat before he was indicted, so I'm just trying to be consistent here.
All right, we're running out of time. Tamara, let me go to the Al Gore issue. First of all, it's hard for me to understand or fathom how it is that a former vice president in a hotel in Portland, Oregon, at 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning is inviting somebody he doesn't know, a masseuse, into his room alone to stay there and put himself in a position where an allegation such as this could be made. What is your reaction to the allegation that he's a crazed sex poodle?
Well, I can't say anything with a straight face, but you bring up a really good point. We have this problem in society with athletes, with politicians, with actors. They think that they are untouchable. We're talking about Al Gore here. He should be smarter than that. He should be in bed planning his next ecological movement or something. But to have a girl in the bed with him or making out with him, whatever they're doing, is stupid. He's a married man, and he's a target.
She's claiming, John, that she was there to give him a massage, and he's attacking her, and she's also claiming that they're a la Monica Lewinsky, there may be some physical evidence she saved.
This is all, Sean, this is all unsettling for me. I'm a conservative, but I would love to, I want to think about Al Gore and penguins. Al Gore and penguins and diminishing ice caps, and that, to think of Al Gore and sex, it's just beyond me right now, Sean.
John, thanks for sharing your intimate thoughts about Al Gore, but it's, at this point, I think it's a he said, she said, unless there is some physical evidence in this, but just bizarre lack of judgment. It's breathtaking. Guys, good to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.